Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Disney film Raya and the Last Dragon. So let's get started. Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. If you guys are new on my channel, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that notification for more up and coming videos. In a realm known as Kumandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization, a warrior named Raya is determined to find the last dragon. Question of the video: what is your favorite animated Disney film? Comment with your answer down below, and there you can find mine. This is the 59th Disney film to date, with the first one being Snow White, and now we have Raya and the Last Dragon. This film hits Disney Plus on March 5th, but you can also check it out in theaters, which is pretty cool that we get some of these films on the streaming services and in person as well. Thanks to Disney Plus, I got to check out an early screener for this movie, and I gotta say that Raya and the Last Dragon is a pretty solid film. One of the best Disney movies? Not quite, but it's not a terrible movie either. This movie is absolutely beautiful to look at. I feel like every single Disney movie, every single Pixar movie, I'm sitting here telling you that it just looks good. It's so good looking. It's crazy that we can have movies where you can see the reflection of the characters in the water, and there's so much detail in the world and the dragons. At times it's very vibrant with the dragon, and at times it looks very bleak when it comes to the world and where Raya is at. Kelly Marie Tran voices Raya, and Awkwafina voices Sisu, the Last Dragon. Together they embark on a journey to obtain a power source that will bring their civilization back to where it was years ago. In the beginning of the film, we have a lot of setup for where the civilization is, all these different tribes that live in this land, and the dragons and what they mean to people, and how this one power source is holding back an evil threat. Once that evil threat is woken up once more, it really puts Raya and the rest of the civilization in danger, and it really sets up the story very well within the first few minutes, understanding the importance of this power source and how it is holding back this evil force that is able to turn people to stone, and Raya's journey to get all of the different pieces back together so she can bring people back. I really loved how this film was set up and the importance of it, and the importance of the dragon as well, which we do get later down the road. When she is introduced too, you could tell that there's still an importance for this character and the journey as well. Kelly Marie Tran and Awkwafina are great in the role. Awkwafina has really not lost her touch. I was afraid that for a while she'd be a comedian that I would lose interest in because at times she's a little bit over the top. But with movies like The Farewell and now this, she proves that she is a talented actress. She does a great job of making this character very bubbly but also determined as well, because she has her own personal issues and she has a reason for obtaining these power sources. I really love the jokes in here from the dragon, and Raya is a pretty good character at too. I feel like at times though she's a little bit thin in the movie. I think for the most part of the movie she's either explaining to people that they need to trust themselves or trust the people that they're working with, and she's also worried about her father. Other than that, I feel like there's not much more to the character to make it a memorable character or a character that I'm going to want to revisit down the road. And at the end of the movie, although I think that this film is solid and enjoyable, I do think that it's going to be one of the Disney movies that I'm not going to want to revisit over and over again. Yes, it looks really good. And yes, there is some fun action scenes that feel kind of like Indiana Jones at times. I do think that the movie kind of loses its touch after about midway through the movie. I feel like they exhausted a lot of the fun action scenes in the first half of the movie. There's a really intense scene where Raya is trying to obtain one of the artifacts. It feels like Indiana Jones a little bit, and I was really enjoying that. But I think they exhausted a lot of their fun, really exciting moments early on in the film. And about second half of the movie, I started to lose interest in the characters and the story. But I was still liking the message that was in here. The message is very powerful about believing in yourself and trusting others and trusting yourself, because this journey is very meaningful to Raya and it's very important too. And she has to put her trust in the people that she normally wouldn't, and she hopes that they can trust her as well. So the movie kind of towards the end, the last like 30 minutes or so, really focuses on trust and trusting yourself and trusting others. I thought that was a really strong part of the end of the film. Raya and the Last Dragon is not bad by any means. It is a solid, good Disney film. When I think of all 59 Disney movies, it's not going to be one that I want to revisit over and over again compared to other films like The Lion King or Aladdin or Moana. Yes, it works on some levels. Yes, the voice acting is really good. Yes, the movie is stunning to look at. It has a very strong opening, but I think it kind of fizzles out towards the end of the movie. There's a little bit of an emotional scene towards the end of the film. There's a certain point in the movie where I was kind of losing interest and it was starting to drag a little bit. And they was also introducing characters along the way that were joining the dragon and Raya on their journey, and they wanted to help out because they were also affected by this evil force. I can't sit here and tell you their names. I didn't feel like their story was overall very important to the journey, and I felt like the movie was telling us that we should care about these characters. Several characters, a young boy, a baby, and an older man, all join the journey, and I don't really feel any connections towards these characters. I don't even remember their names from the movie, and I just saw it like an hour ago. That right there just means I really didn't feel connected to these characters. They did provide to some of the action scenes throughout the movie, but the character that was last introduced had the least amount of time, and they tried to make an important part of the story. It just did not work out. Overall, Raya and the Last Dragon is good. It's not going to be one of my favorite Disney movies. But I think it works on a lot of different levels, and I think a lot of people will overall really enjoy this film. My daughter really didn't have any interest in watching the movie. I think that's because she's just hooked on Moana and Frozen at the moment, that she didn't really have any interest in watching this movie, because if it's not Moana, if it's not Frozen, she does not care. But I did like the movie. It's not bad, but it's not amazing either. It's not that memorable compared to other Disney movies. I'm going to go ahead and give Raya and the Last Dragon a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Raya and the Last Dragon. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the film, and stay tuned for more up and coming content. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.